Poor Things Review. Emma Stone is stupendous as a reanimated woman reinventing herself in Yorgos Lanthimos' fantastical Odyssey. Mark Ruffalo, Willem Dafoe, and Rami Youssef also star in a genre-defying film that starts as absurdist comedy but evolves into an unconventional reflection on female freedom. An Alice in Wonderland reanimated on the operating table of eccentric scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter Willem Dafoe in a highly theatricalized version of Victorian London. Bella evolves in this subversive twist on Mary Shelley from a Frankenstein experiment with literally the mind of an infant into an inquisitive girl with a hunger for sex and adventure. Then finally, a fiercely spirited, independent woman. She throws off the constraints of polite society to take charge of her desires, her body, and her identity as a fully formed freethinker who refuses to be any man's territory to be conquered. Along with Stone's performance and those of an ensemble who lustily embrace both the inspired madness and the philosophical curiosity of the material, the other major wow factor of this lavishly appointed production is the eye-popping design work and dazzling craft contributions. There's a kinship here with the films of Terry Gilliam, though the fantastical flourishes are tethered to a modern women's coming-of-age story grounded in its own brand of realism. James Price and Shauna Heath's sets are marvels of invention that treat the idea of period as a sandbox in which to run riot with a full range of architectural and decorative styles. That includes the expressionistic sci-fi of Godwin's lab, a luxury passenger ship that's like an antique toy bursting with sumptuous interiors, and an otherworldly Alexandria hotel, a castle ascending all the way from the shoreline into the clouds on sandstone steps. Robbie Ryan's cinematography captures all this with an attention to color and light that's magical, along with Lanthimos' customary penchant for the intermittent skewed view of a fisheye lens. Holly Waddington's costumes are another knockout, most of all Bella's gowns, with sculptural sleeves and skirts that can evoke geometrical constructions or organic forms like flowers or coral. Perhaps no look in the film is more indelible than the invaluable Catherine Hunter's as a Parisian brothel keeper with a maternal but pragmatic bent, at one point wearing a satiny basque over her neck-to-toe tattoos. Then there's the remarkable score by English musician Jerskin Fendrix, a kind of pumped classical panoply of sounds, often dissonant, jarring, agitated, or lugubrious, elsewhere mischievous and capering. Nothing in Poor Things could be described as ordinary. One talking point is sure to be the hybrid animal forms stitched together by Godwin that wander the grounds like barnyard creatures out of Hieronymus Bosch. The chog, part chicken, part bulldog, is hilarious, but no less so the duck goat or the pig dog. While the use to which the brain of a goat is put toward the end is best kept as a surprise, it's one of the movie's most amusing examples of a woman pushing back against male domination. The opening shot has Stone's character, seen from behind in a stunning electric blue dress, taking a suicidal leap off a bridge. Only gradually does the backstory that brought her there come together, adding fresh layers of meaning to Bella's instinctual rejection of the efforts of men to own and imprison her and impose their rigid morality. The early sections in Godwin's sprawling residence and workplace are shot in black and white, a closed world that's fine for Bella while she's still taking everything in with childlike fascination. In her rudimentary first attempts at speech, Godwin is shortened to God, and he is her benevolent God in every sense, as much as his affection for her disagrees with his belief in scientific detachment. Godwin is a physically grotesque man, a patchwork of scars and deformities, the result of inhuman experiments conducted by his fellow scientist father. Having no preconceived idea of beauty, Bella is the only person who never looked at him with horror or pity, making for poignant moments toward the end. It's a great role for Dafoe. Wanting to keep a careful record of Bella's progress, Godwin hires Max McCandless Rami Youssef, terrific, a keen student from the college where he lectures. Max observes as Bella's awkward shuffle turns into a more confident gait, tracks her acquisition of a larger vocabulary each day, and tries to keep her wilder impulses in check, first with violent tantrums or bouts of destruction, and later with her discovery of sexual pleasure via a bowl of fruit. The Call Me by Your Name peach scene is tame by comparison.